Morning, folks. Another adventure this weekend. This one is a solo adventure. The wife is out of town. The kids all got different plans for the weekend, so I'm coming out to the desert on a solo adventure. Going to stop at a place I've passed many times before, the Imperial Valley Desert Museum. Never stopped in. I'm going to stop there. Then I'm going to head on over towards the Arizona border by the little town of Felicity and check out a couple of things in the desert out there. So stay tuned. Should be interesting this morning. Got a little walking trail here around the property with quite a few things to see. Prayer circle, tortoise enclosure. Check that out. Old geology, all sorts of different things. So we'll check those things out. Lots of different types of cacti here in the Founder's Garden. Ocotillo, yucca, cholla, saguaro, all sorts of cool things. Oh, barrel cactus over there. Barrel cactus, small one. Very cool. Love me some cactus. Next stop is a little tortoise sculpture. Cute, made out of stones and pebbles. Right next to the tortoise habitat. Let's see if they have any desert tortoise in the desert. See, maybe they're down in their burrow. Here, little tortoise. Museum doesn't normally open until 10, but I just met one of the employees, and they're going to open a little bit early today since it's the weekend, so I'm going to be the first person in the door this morning. Archaeology exhibit. Really cool pottery exhibits of the local indigenous historical tribes that lived in the area. Lots of different potteries. There's a really cool PBS special about the Kumeyaay indigenous tribes and all the things here in the museum. Check it out on PBS. Got an exhibit hall. Ooh,
yeah, you can steal those.
We have the pressure washer.
Yeah, they got a whole bunch about the stars and things, because the night skies out here are crazy clear, easy to see the stars. All the different astrological things that the Kumeyaay.
So we don't actually open until 10, so this
This is a really cool exhibit that shows what the land might have been like years and years ago when it had more water in the area. Exhibit about how they did fish traps. Some of those are still able to be seen today. Native made sandals. All the different archaeology, geodes, and other things that are local to the area. Shohook. What do we got here? Some sort of terrain topography of the area over towards the Salton Sea, I'm guessing. Some of it was formed with lava and volcanoes in the area. There's a lot of volcanic rocks in this area. Really cool exhibits. I will have to bring the grandchildren back out for the next visit, and maybe they can pet the bighorn sheep. So that was a really cool stop. Lots to see and do in there. And I scored a hat. If you're in the area, stop by the Imperial Valley Desert Museum. Well worth the stop. On to the next stop. So our next official stop, we just got off the highway up there. We're on the southern end of the Glamis Sand Dunes area. And we have stopped at the Plank Road exhibit. And this is a piece of the historical wooden plank road that used to cross the Glamis sand dunes long before there was a highway here and vehicles needed to get across these sand dunes. They tried other things and wooden roads worked out best. So this is what they used to have crossing the sand dunes way back in the 20s and 30s and 40s. And so this is just an exhibit. This isn't actually where the road was, but they pieced together a bunch of the wooden struts and metal retaining bands and put them in this little exhibit, and the dogs are going to go play on them. And this shows you the different designs that they experimented with over the years of linear tracks along the road or horizontal planks across the road. And from what it looks like, the prevailing trend or most successful one was the horizontal planks, because they could lift those up, reposition them, and put them back in place when needed. You can hear in the background a lot of off-road vehicles going on over there, right by the border fence. Border fence there in the distance. Lots of folks out having fun on the weekend. But this is the Plank Road exhibit in Imperial Valley, right before you get to Yuma. And the monument says, this unique plank road, 7 miles long, was the only means early motorists had for crossing the treacherous Imperial sand dunes. The 8 by 12 foot sections were moved with a team of horses whenever the shifting sands covered them. So, had to be maintained. Kind of cool. There's more exhibit signs over here through the years. This is from 1915 to 26. Was the first installation. And then they revitalized it in the 70s and 73 just to preserve it for historical. Very cool. Pulled into the parking lot right next to a spiral staircase from the Eiffel Tower. Big tree over here, and in the front courtyard is a sundial. With the center feature of the sundial, a big arm sticking out of the rock. Kind of cool. Check in at the front office, pay your little entry fee, and you're off. Official center of the world. You want to put your paw on that? Come on. Good boy.
So what you can do is you can actually put your foot right on the spot right here.
Yeah?
Face true north and make a wish.
Okay. I wish my dogs were better behaved.
I said that every day.
Very cool. So here's one of the first exhibits on this granite wall. Is the Marine Corps Korean War Memorial. And a lot of names on the wall. Exhibit, there's the French Foreign Legion. Two exhibits here, Animals of the World and Oceans of the World. Let's check out oceans. Since we live in San Diego, next to the ocean. 5 oceans, the world oceans. We are a trench, Arctic, the Great Barrier Reef, pirates, mutiny, naval battles, all sorts of history. And some of these things are engraved heavily, and some are more laser etched. Like that. History of humanity, the Magna Carta, Mayan civilization, history of Japan, early. So here are some work in progress, and even shows you how it's done. They have a print, and then they peel back the print a little bit and chisel it in with engraving Dremel tools. Look back at the print, look back at the stone, look back at the print, look back at the stone, and just chisel, 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 engrave as you go. And that's how they do it on site. Some of these other slabs are engraved offsite and brought in. So now this exhibit is about animals. So we got monkeys, we got apes, we've got bats, we've got pandas, we've got deer, marsupials. Pause. Continuing on with animals, the platypus, seals, hippos, whales, even manatees and elephants and giraffes, rhinos and zebras and horses. Oh my. Look, hey, pause, sit, 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 sit. You are dogs by the dog exhibit. Really? And you had to bark. Look, there's a German Shepherd right there. Okay, now we can go. North end of Picacho Road, it turns to dirt. We're going to take this few miles up into the dirt to the Valley of Names. Right next to the canal. If you take this road far enough, it leads all the way up to Colorado River on the north, where there's a recreation area. We're now arriving in the Valley of the Names. Side-by-side four-wheelers over there on the hillside. What you're starting to see on the foreground of the hill here is little rock monuments that people have left on the side of the hill. Most of them are pretty hard to see unless you're viewing from overhead. So we're going to do a little drone follow-me shot. Coming up. Don't forget to check out our other videos and like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.